Before the Silicon Age, there was an age of wisdom. We learned to count the cosmos. And the zero was our gift to the world. Calculation is in our DNA. From temple geometry to telescope charts. India has always been a nation of seekers. When the world outsourced doubt, we wrote our own answer, led by CDAX Param, alongside the pioneering Flow Solver by NAL and Anupam by BARC. India announced we would do more than follow. A mission followed that belief. The National Supercomputing Mission, steered by MAHE and DST, stitched compute into a national fabric, connecting IISc, IITs and research labs into a mission-critical grid. Today, 37 systems, 40 petaflop
for the research and development community,
and over 10,000 researchers driving discovery across India. We moved from using compute to engineering it. Rudra 3, high-density, liquid-cooled, AI-ready, built to meet world-class workloads. Indigenous interconnects and sovereign hardware. Throughput, low latency, resilience, the elements of a nation's compute sovereignty. Software is the multiplier.
CAPC,
Paras and Pinaka Unified Code, runtimes and deployment, accelerating scientific and AI workloads at scale. This power saves lives, from NCMRWF's precision weather forecasting to healthcare and aerospace. Our compute becomes scarce. The National Quantum Mission is dedicated to seeding and scaling scientific R&D to create a vibrant ecosystem, accelerating economic growth and establishing India as a global leader in quantum technologies. Advancing this vision, Quniverse serves as a unified platform that bridges the gap between theoretical algorithms and practical implementation, empowering researchers to visually design, simulate on accelerators, and execute on quantum hardware. Hybrid HPC quantum workflows are reality. Classical pre-processing, quantum kernels, combine insights, solving problems once unreachable. A technology nation must be a learning nation. Training programs and joint degrees are cultivating talent for exascale, AI and quantum. Now, the world comes home. Supercomputing India 2025, where governments, industry and researchers meet India's sovereign stack and co-create the future. From the chip conclave to quantum work.
Hello, 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 hello. Mic check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Check, check, check. Mic check, check. Hello, 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 hello. Check, 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 check. Mic check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. check, mic check. Hello, 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 check.
Before the Silicon Age, there was an age of wisdom. We learned to count the cosmos, and the zero was our gift to the world. Calculation is in our DNA, from temple geometry to telescope charts. India has always been a nation of seekers. When the world outsourced doubt, we wrote our own answer, led by CDAX Param, alongside the pioneering Flow Solver by NAL and Anupam by BARC. India announced we would do more than follow. A mission followed that belief. The National Supercomputing Mission, steered by MAHE and DST, stitched compute into a national fabric, connecting IISc, IITs and research labs into a mission-critical grid. Today, 37 systems, 40 petaflop
for the research and development community.
and over 10,000 researchers driving discovery across India. We moved from using compute to engineering it. Rudra 3, high-density, liquid-cooled, AI-ready, built to meet world-class workloads. Indigenous interconnects and sovereign hardware. Throughput, low latency, resilience, the elements of a nation's compute sovereignty. Software is the multiplier.
CAPC,
Paras, and Pinaka Unified Code, runtimes and deployment, accelerating scientific and AI workloads at scale. This power saves lives, from NCMRWF's precision weather forecasting to healthcare and aerospace. Our compute becomes scarce. The National Quantum Mission is dedicated to seeding and scaling scientific R&D to create a vibrant ecosystem, accelerating economic growth and establishing India as a global leader in quantum technologies. Advancing this vision, Quniverse serves as a unified platform that bridges the gap between theoretical algorithms and practical implementation, empowering researchers to visually design, simulate on accelerators, and execute on quantum hardware. Hybrid HPC quantum workflows are reality. Classical pre-processing, quantum kernels, combine insights, solving problems once unreachable. A technology nation must be a learning nation. Training programs and joint degrees are cultivating talent for exascale, AI, and quantum. Now, the world comes home. Supercomputing India 2025, where governments, industry, and researchers meet India's sovereign stack. Before the Silicon Age, there was an age of wisdom. We learned to count the cosmos, and the zero was our gift to the world. Calculation is in our DNA, from temple geometry to telescope charts. India has always been a nation of seekers. When the world outsourced doubt, we wrote our own answer, led by CDAX Parul, alongside the pioneering flow solver by NAL and Anupam by BARC. India announced we would do more than follow. A mission followed that belief. The National Supercomputing Mission, steered by MAHE and DST, stitched compute into a national fabric, connecting IISc, into a mission-critical grid. Today, 37 systems, 40 petaflop
For the research and development community.
and over 10,000 researchers driving discovery across India. We moved from using compute to engineering it. Rudra 3, high-density, liquid-cooled, AI-ready, built to meet world-class workloads. Indigenous interconnects and sovereign hardware. Throughput, low latency, resilience, the elements of a nation's compute sovereignty. Software is the multiplier.
CAPC,
Paras and Pinaka Unified Code, runtimes and deployment, accelerating scientific and AI workloads at scale. This power saves lives, from NCMRWF's precision weather forecasting to healthcare and aerospace. Our compute becomes scarce. The National Quantum Mission is dedicated to seeding and scaling scientific R&D to create a vibrant ecosystem, accelerating economic growth and establishing India as a global leader in quantum technologies. Advancing this vision, Quniverse serves as a unified platform that bridges the gap between theoretical algorithms and practical implementation, empowering researchers to visually design, simulate on accelerators, and execute on quantum hardware. Hybrid HPC quantum workflows are reality. Classical pre-processing, quantum kernels, combine insights, solving problems once unreachable. A technology nation must be a learning nation. Training programs and joint degrees are cultivating talent for exascale, AI and quantum. Now, the world comes home. Supercomputing India 2025, where governments, industry and researchers meet India's sovereign stack and co-create the future. From the chip conclave to quantum workshops, from doctoral symposia to startup showcases, SCI 2025 is a marketplace of ideas and action. Here, India unveils systems, shares platforms, signs partnerships, and turns national investment into global opportunity. This is an invitation. Witness a sovereign stack, hardware, software, and people. Made in India, made for the world. Supercomputing India 2025, powering the future. Before the Silicon Age, there was an age of wisdom. We learned to count the cosmos, and the zero was our gift to the world. Calculation is in our DNA, from temple geometry to telescope charts. India has always been a nation of seekers. When the world outsourced doubt, we wrote our own answer, led by CDAX Parul, alongside the pioneering flow solver by NAL and Anupam by BARC. India announced we would do more than follow. A mission followed that belief. The National Supercomputing Mission, steered by MAHE and DST, stitched compute into a national fabric, connecting IISc, IITs and research labs into a mission-critical grid. Today, 37 systems, 40 petaflop
for the research and development community.
and over 10,000 researchers driving discovery across India. We moved from using compute to engineer.
Hello. Yes. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed very heartening to see a full auditorium for the valedictory function of an event that has been held over 3 days. What it goes to suggest is that this conference has been a great success. So to begin on this, that certainly deserves a big round of applause. Before we can actually begin this evening, let's look at an audiovisual presentation, a glimpse of all that was held over the past 3 days. So now the AV. Well, I'm sure all of you will agree that the sheer scale of this conference is certainly mind-boggling. The number of delegates, the participating organizations, the variety of events, interactive events that were held. So without much ado now, I would like to invite the guests, the honorable guests for this evening. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as I invite Shri Vishesh Rajaram, Managing Partner, Special Invest. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome each and every one of our guests this evening. Professor Anil Prabhakar, Dr. Samir Shinde, Professor Anil Prabhakar, Dr. Samir Shinde, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Shri E. Magesh. The hall is full, but the applause is rather light. Shri E. Magesh, Shri Hemant Darbari, Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, and Dr. Muhammad Misbauddin. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to all the honorable guests this evening who are here with us to participate in the valedictory function. So good afternoon, distinguished guests, speakers, delegates, and partners. A warm welcome to each and every one of you to the valedictory ceremony of Supercomputing India 2025. Over the past couple of days, Supercomputing India 2025 has brought together leading researchers, innovators, and technologists shaping the future of high-performance computing, quantum technologies, and scientific advancement. To officially begin the ceremony, may I request Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, Executive Director, CDAC, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaskara. So 4 days, all must have understood Namaskara. So we don't need to use any other language. So we have reached the stage, having done all the homework of attending the workshops, tutorials, the research tracks, the exhibition, the industry part, the keynotes, the plenaries, fireside chat, all that, including a cultural evening. How it is put to action, that's the agenda for tomorrow, the outdoor visits. So though we are having a valedictory function, tomorrow is the field day. So teams will be visiting a high quality manufacturing facility at Mysore Cairns. And some other teams will be visiting the supercomputing facilities at CDAC Bangalore. So the event continues, we march on. So thank you so much for the faith, the confidence, the encouragement that the whole country, the international community, starting from the venue which all of us have enjoyed in a tremendous manner, MIT MAHE group. So on their behalf, we have Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu here. Welcome, sir. So you represent the fun enjoyment we had. Thank you so much. Because everyone has spoken about it, whomever I have met. That's amazing. And an event of this type requires so many specialists, which requires a super specialist. But somehow, by convention, we call them general chair. So we have the general chair, Sri E. Magesh, Director General CDAC. Welcome, sir, for representing the entire gamut that has made it happen, curating the program. And anything on supercomputing cannot be without the National Supercomputing Mission. And our mission director, Dr. Darbari, is here. Hemant Darbari, sir, welcome. This is amazing time, sir, you are here. And the fact that we managed to get less than 20% acceptance rate, the credit goes to the TPC chair. So we have Professor Samir Shinde. Welcome, sir. It's very important. Because normally we say, first get the papers, let the first edition go, we will improve on the quality. But you have already set a benchmark. Now it is difficult to overcome. No, then direction is problematic. So thank you. That is amazing work, sir. And we always need a perspective that comes from two things in today's deep tech, which is our SCI related to. So one side is professors who can also look from industry use case and spin off startups. So we have a stalwart in that, Professor Anil Prabhakar from IIT Chennai. He is here. Thank you so much, sir. I know he just inaugurated or launched his T-Hub of quantum computing, and from there he came straight here. I do not know, you call it quantum teleportation or holoporting, whatever it is. So he's here, beating all the traffic and other blues. Thank you, sir. Welcome. And all these startups, the first thing they look for is, where do I get funding from? So that requires something special from Vishesh ji. Thank you, sir, for being here. Welcome. And all the groundwork was done by a large team. So we always have the sampling theory in our life. So a sample is here, but it is a golden sample, and the name is Dr. Misbahuddin. Welcome, see her on the dais. It's very important. And among the audience, we see all committee members, the IEEE sponsors, industry sponsors, the MIT team, CDAC team, IEEE volunteer team, and the international community from more than 20 countries who have participated. We have the academia. We also have the industry bodies like DSCI, IESA, LCA, a number of them. I need to welcome each of them by name. Like whenever we go to any mass prayer, the priest will stop and then they will say, please say your name and whatever else. Then he will continue. So I do the same thing. Please say all your name for yourself. I give 2 seconds because it's your own name. Welcome to this function. So thank you. I will not take much time. Just a couple of quick points. We have received various suggestions which we will consolidate. And the summary and suggestions will be shared with all the registered participants. That is outside the research publication that will come through IEEE. This is about the conference, about the event, about the SCI. And the welcome, I also want to conclude by saying we will come back again for a larger SCI. The date and time we hope to announce within the next month or so. Please mark your calendar toward the end of next year or Q1 of 27, depending on the calendar availability of the venue, the dignitaries, and the calendar of the vacation period for the new year. So give us some time, few weeks, and we'll come back to you. Then we expect you to come back along with each one bringing at least 3 more along with you to make the event larger, better. Thank you for all your cooperation. Welcome today once again. I hand it over back to the MC to take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So this event, this valedictory session is also being live streamed in several other auditoriums. So you may inform your friends and colleagues who are around and who have not found space here to kindly join us in other auditoriums as well. So please make use of that opportunity. So we would now like to move on to presenting a brief summary of the Supercomputing Conference of 2025. We now look back at the journey of supercomputing, the keynotes, the workshops, the panel discussions, student challenges, technical sessions and collaborations, not to mention the cultural extravaganza in the evenings. All of these combined have made this a very, very impactful and meaningful conference. Now, to present the summary, I request all the conference chairs to join in. At the outset, however, I would like to invite the General Chair of SCI 2025, Shri E. Magesh, Director General, CDAC. Please put your hands together for Mr. E. Magesh.
So, good afternoon, all of you. Dignitaries on the dais, of the dais. Yes. So the last 4 days have been very interesting. A lot of activities has happened. 40 plus sessions, 200 plus speakers, and about 150 plus exhibitors. Both the Tech Expo and the conference have gone very well. Thanks to all the participants, the speakers, Dr. Samir, Dr. Darbari, who were mainly responsible for scrutinizing the papers that got submitted. They were really strict, and that reflects on the quality of the papers that have been published in this conference. Thank you, sir. Special thanks to MAHE MIT team, the registrar here, the VC, who have agreed to host this event for us. I mean, we don't have presidents, we don't have an experience of conducting this kind of a conference. This was the first of the kind. Both MAHE team, CDAC, Active, all came together. We put our best efforts, and today we have this SCI 2025, a big success. Now the expectations are very high. The next SC India, we have to do better than what we have done today. In fact, we have already surpassed and become the second largest SC happening worldwide. By the size, the number of papers, number of Tech Expo participants, the speakers, the quality of the papers that got published, all of them were phenomenal. But there could have been hitches here and there, but in general, it was well received. There have been appreciation all around. It's all not only because of the organizers, the CDAC, the MAHE team, the Active. It's all also because of the student community who supported from MAHE. A special thanks to all the students who were allowed to be part of this program. We got good support from the BSF. They made a very good band on the inaugural day. We have support from the fire department. We had a support from the hospital, the medical team which was here 24/7 to look after us if there is any incident. In this moment, I take the opportunity to thank all of them. We also got a feedback that there were parallel sessions happening. Many people were interested in to attend all of them. Even though we spread it across 4 days, when normally 4 days is a long number, number of days. Still, we could not sequence, and maybe we'll do a better next time. We'll try to accommodate, we'll try to sequence the connected interested, maybe we'll take a survey before scheduling those sessions. So we will try to consolidate the outcome of this event, the SCI 2025, and share with you. It will be made public. The learnings that we have got from this as organizers and also as students, as researchers, as academicians, the feedback that we get from the industry, we'll put together all of that and make it public so that we will know what to expect from next time, what more we can expect from the next event. From the technical side, CDAC and the Government of India, we do all this to promote technology, to make sure technology, especially supercomputing and the benefits out of it, reaches the grassroots, either as a user or as a developer of this or ecosystem partner who will be making systems or manufacturing systems or making softwares, developers, the whole lot of ecosystem. The entire supercomputing community and the user group. Most importantly, we should have affordable systems. We should make them available for the masses. That should be intent. We can have diverging solutions. It's not necessary we need to have one system or one kind of system or one kind of software, because we are trying to solve multiple problems here. So therefore, there cannot be one system to solve multiple problems. We need multiple solutions, lightweight solutions. We need hardware which is lightweight. We need software which are lightweight. The softwares that don't carry any legacy vulnerabilities. And along with it, other overheads, like a lot of power utilization, space, and so on. We should also keep in mind, this community should be the first to put an end of life for any product or solutions that we develop. We should be the first to prompt and forecast and say, okay, my system or software doesn't need to exist after a few years. There could be something else better than this. Rather than the user coming back and saying you have some solution which is of no use to me. So this is a responsibility this community has to take. That is how we can build, encourage innovation. Supercomputing is all about innovation, doing new things, solving new problems with newer technologies. It's all about that. Today, in the last 4 days, you have listened to a lot of tracks, and I was not part of many of that. I don't know what happened. I wish we get an update from the track chairs today. So with this, I end my speech, and I welcome the track chairs to come and give us an update. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. So I would now like to request Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, organizing co-chair, to share his thoughts as well.
Sir, you were supposed here, that time I did not see you, so they put my name. So please come to the dais, Sir Sitaram, please. So he is the chair, I am the co-chair. So maybe quick 2 minutes. I have already taken the mic multiple times. I'll just highlight as organization, what was our thought process in putting the event together. Yeah. we had a few things in our mind. First of all, it should be similar to SCs that is happening across the world. So certain themes have to be ingrained because it is following a particular style of running the show. So it needed a research conference to go with it. It needed a tech expo or industry expo to go with it. And then a lot of tutorials, industry participations, workshops, certain policy decisions through global connects, be it standardization, be it across the diplomates and things like that, and needed certain field visits and hands-on. So these were the kind of broad requirements to call it a SC type event. And today if you go to any SC, essentially they focus on AI, quantum and the HPC as a bucket, which of course the right way, because today a system has got CPU, GPU, QPU, we want to optimize on all. So that was the centerpiece. But beyond that, what else? Then something India specific we thought about, which came out of our NSM thought process that has evolved with the guidance of the Technology Advisory Council, headed by Dr. Saraswat, and from both side ministries, MAHE as well as the DST, and large number of experts and industrialists. So all our systems, whenever we propose a supercomputing mission, we have always been asked to prove the utility, which is a need. It's not just an R&D money plowed without tangible outcomes. So applications. So if you see the theme that many of you have seen, that single slide, where there is a HPC in the middle, but on the top, the layer is completely applications. Be it weather forecasting, be it molecular biology and so on, drug discovery, etc. That is on the top, which benefits the public, because we are investing public money. And of late, across the globe, there is also this question of trust, which means we need fundamentally a trusted hardware. So our bottom layer was chips and semiconductor. That's why we had a chip in conclave in this RISC-V summit and all that goes with it. And whenever you are using a morning in the summit, there was a discussion on molecular drug discovery, which can happen in 6 months' time compared to 8 to 10 years. So anyone using this system, these HP systems are generally shared systems. That means there are multiple users from diverse industries, including competing industries. So the IP protection, personal data, a lot of things. So we needed privacy, security, trust as a pillar. So that was on one side. And whenever we talk of supercomputers, the top 500, they give top 500, then the green 500. So the energy, sustainability, that is the other part. So we have that pillar called systems and engineering. And all these things happen only when we have quality manpower, that is the capacity creation. And the capacity creation happens in such a transdisciplinary field only if there is a co-creation and collaboration. And when you do all that, in the end, we get something that interoperates, that is standardized, so that the cost comes down. It is, I have choice of vendors, I have choice of tools, choice of techniques, choice of geographies. There should be no supply chain disruption. So the whole thing was the theme. Accordingly, the entire thing was curated, and that is where we have landed, and we have seen, witnessed it. So this was our thought process. So just in terms of numbers, there were a total of 159 technical sessions, because some of the tutorials hands-on were repeated, because there were demand on each day. Registrations were many. Hands-on can be only done at 200 systems at a time. So that was the requirement. As mentioned, 20 plus countries, 342 speakers as I speak. Officially unique delegates, and not some of the organizing team and all. It is 5,873. That is the number. So The exhibitors, we set 170 plus, it is actually 187. And because we had a large number of technical sessions, the footfall at the exhibition is 3,673. We have the count. And that's more than, what, say 70% of the delegates. So many of them did go. The difference mainly because day one was only tutorial and workshops. We did not have the exhibition in place. So almost everyone did visit the exhibition during the 3 days. And the total students, they contributed a good amount of 2,413. That is the number of students who attended. This gives that Gen Z, unlike when we hear outside, current generation is not interested in technology, it completely changes the equation. So we have a good number of brilliant students who want to onboard in this area. There are always trade secrets, so nobody declares in business, but the declared B2B meetings were 18. So that means there were much more beyond that. And in addition, we also had 7 special sessions. Some of them are closed door, some of them are invite only. This is where the organizational thing. And to be fair, we are thinking 5,000 will be the upper limit that we will be able to achieve. The fact that we surpassed, we are very happy. So now I have taken more than the 2 minutes. You have your 30 seconds, sir.
So it's always right because, I am coming from a quantum computing side. So 2 minutes to 30 seconds is the right thing that, I need to do that. So
we always about Bhasmasras.
So I just wanted to say that, initially when we, trying to brainstorm this one, is it possible at all, conducting a supercomputing conference in India? So thanks to DG CDAC and then Dr. Sudarshan that, last year when they were there at SC, this thought process came to them and then, we all got together and then this SC is happening here today within 1 year kind of a time. So from a concept to execution, this happened here. And the one part that which I have noticed unique in this conference compared to anywhere in the world, maybe part of my all 40 years of journey in the career, I would have gone several thousands of conferences. But the question is that as a HPC guy, as a quantum guy, as an AI guy kind of a thing, we all look for a performance, a tightly integrated kind of a system. But we couldn't achieve in a technicality. We are all, whether you take anything, it's a loosely coupled architectures we have achieved technically, HPC, AI, or even in a quantum kind of a thing. But I would like to give credit to Dr. Sudarshan and his team and then DG and team that manual tight integration from academics to research, government, and then the industry all got into one campus here, which technically in virtual world, electronics or whatever it is, we could not achieve. But this conference achieved in a socialistic way, very tight integration. So this is one credit nobody has done in this world till now. And that is what that India could achieve. And we all take pride, with less we do more. I'm sure that where from he got the money, and the least budgeted one from the government or from CDAC is this conference, and he did more from these things. These two things we can take as a learnings from this conference, nothing beyond that. We need to do more and then show that, okay, SCI is today 7,000, tomorrow it would be 12,000 or any other conference. And we would like to see more science people also coming into this conference in future. Thank you, sir.
Sir, may I request you to kindly sit on the stage, please? Please take your seat on the dais. I would like to request Dr. Hemant Darbari, TPC co-chair, to now kindly share his thoughts.
So good evening to everybody, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, the invited speakers, the researchers, and the students. 4 days have just passed by, and everybody has contributed a lot. Lot of work at the background which was told was required to be done and was done. So I think this is a time where we should all congratulate each other. A big round of applause to everybody who has been part of this whole team. As a technical program committee co-chair, I'd like to say that 153 technical sessions were planned and executed. Every session had a very meaningful stuff, be it HPC, be it AI, be it quantum. I think the things have been bucketed very well, and a lot of take-homes for the researchers. Very nice presentations, lot of takeaway for the students, because I remember maybe 40 years back or maybe more, when I used to come as a PhD scholar for such type of conferences, lot of thought used to go to see that whatever I am working on, can I improve on? And that's what exactly is the thing which is, I could see that the researchers have the inquisitive mind, and they have queried people, not simple questions. They are all fairly in-depth understanding. I'll narrate one example. In 1985, I was in SCI Calcutta, and I was doing my PhD at the time. And my presentation was there on expert systems. All similar type of crowd, a lot of people from abroad, a lot of big wigs were there. All the known people in India were all present. So I was literally shivering because that audience plus this plus that, it was very difficult to comprehend. There's a professor from France. After this talk, my talk went well, whatever happened. We were chatting in the networking table. He started talking about, okay, this is what exactly is this, how is that. I was also questioning how you did this. This is confidential. How you did that? This is confidential. We cannot talk about it more. So after the 5th question, I said, you are doing this. Is that correct? He said, how you know? So that is where the whole point is. Even I was a researcher at that time, when you are deep into it, you can deep dive. And then he said, how long you are working in this area? I said, 4 months. Then he said, it's a very good start. So that's how the whole thing works out. So these conferences make a lot of connects and a lot of learnings you can have. And those type of things are very, very essential and important for taking the research out. And that's why, as Sita was talking about the more science part, I think few of you who have attended today Nilamani Mathur's presentation from TIFR, he talked about what exactly is the science part of the thing, and with this science, if you want to do, you have to have a HPC, AI, and quantum convergence. Without that, you cannot do it. So this is what exactly is the thing which you come up with when you sit here and try to listen to the people and try to take home the points that you can work on. So I think all the 4 areas have been very well covered. The research part of the thing has been presented. The infrastructure part has been talked about, shown around. The expo is also excellently designed very well. The participant there, the vendors there are all ground-up people. So we have got a very good exposure from that side. The applications we have discussed. And the major thing which is going to be there is the HR part. All 4 verticals are very, very effectively addressed in this. And so I'm hoping that this type of connect will happen every year, and try to see if we can meet next time with much larger thing this everybody is talking about. And with better planning, better this thing, we will have it will very well planned stuff, but still there is some scope of improvement. We'll try to do that and come back with a big bang next time. Thank you, and all the best, and safe journey home. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. We would now like to request Shri Vishesh Rajaram, Managing Partner of Special Invest, a visionary leader driving India's deep tech innovation ecosystem. His support for early scientific entrepreneurship has helped advance world-class technology development in the country. A big round of applause to him. We are honored to have you with us, sir.
I think I should first say we should give a big round of applause to yourselves and to everybody here. I must say I'm deeply humbled because I represent a community of investors. We're called venture capitalists. We raise funds. We invest capital that we raise in startups. And particularly our organization focuses on deep science and tech. And for us, a lot of focus is at the intersection of academia and industry. I said we're deeply humbled because we did not, and a lot of it is just our ignorance, which actually today is not bliss, because it never occurred to us the depth of what CDAC or what the National Supercomputing Mission and the level of innovation that's happening, particularly around HPC, around quantum and AI in this country. And I think I'm very glad and grateful that we were called in today to attend this session, particularly the stall of startups that we've met. I think we're deeply moved with just the level of innovation that's happening in the country. We've seen a one-day session, we've seen two-day sessions, but for someone to pull off a four-day session is just incredible. I can only feel the 4x the pain because we run a one-day session and it's painful, but if you're doing it 4 times and you're doing it for the first time and you're already the second best conference in the world, it's not too far where you'll be the best. So I wish you all the luck for it. And of course, we were not part of all the days, but the particular day today, we definitely learned a lot from a session on safe and trusted AI. And our belief is that AI will definitely help humanity. And we particularly have invested in a company that does drug discovery, and I know the chair mentioned about it, and just very fortunate to be operating and investing at a time where the country is progressing so well. So our best wishes to CDAC, to the National Supercomputing Mission for such a wonderful conference, and looking forward to the next year. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Before we move on with these special addresses, on behalf of the organizers, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to VVDN, who has been one of the biggest event sponsors. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as I request Mr. Parminder Singh to kindly come on stage. I request Shri E. Magesh, Director General, CDAC, to kindly felicitate him and do the honors. These slight changes in the flow is because sir has to catch his flight very soon and he'll be delayed otherwise. Thank you so much. I would like to now request Professor Anil Prabhakar, Professor at IIT Madras and Project Director of the National Quantum Mission, Quantum Communications Hub, to kindly address the audience.
Thank you all for inviting me. I wasn't quite sure that I would make it because it's been one of those crazy weeks, and that has become the norm for me. I do not know where I will be on any particular day, so it's truly quantum in nature. I was in Mohali for the India International Science Festival, and I'm very happy to say that the audience here is at least 100 times what was there in that room. So I'm thrilled to be here. You know, there is this saying that you keep your friends close and you keep your enemies closer. And I'm very happy that we have been invited in the supercomputing community to include quantum. Right? If AI had not happened, quantum would have eaten the lunch for everybody else. But now AI has given us so much competition that by including us in your community, we stand a chance of competing. And I speak about this from experience because let me tell you my journey. I started learning quantum computing during COVID because I couldn't run any experiments. I said, let's do something online, and I taught myself some amount of quantum computing. And for the past 5 years, I've been struggling with quantum computing to see where it can beat HPC and AI. And we try to convince ourselves that we can do it, and we will do it. And we convince everybody else. But I am still yet to find that magical problem that AI and HPC and just regular GPUs, classical algorithms are unable to do, but a quantum computer can do. The reality is that these two will go together in the future. They cannot compete, they complement. There are things that you cannot do on classical compute that we are attempting to do on a quantum computer. The best analogy for this is, if you want to learn to fly, do not build a faster car, you build a plane, right? So similarly, if you want to solve problems that cannot be done on a classical computer, then you need a quantum computer. Now, one of the reasons that the country, not our country, but all countries were investing in it and continue to invest in quantum computing was one particular algorithm called Shor's algorithm that would break passwords. And I would always stand up and say, how many people do you want to train in a country to break passwords? Right? That cannot be your killer application. The killer application comes from drug discovery. It comes from trying to optimize super large problems. It comes from trying to understand fundamental concepts like photosynthesis, protein folding, right? Or even solving logistics problems. There are some problems that even can't be solved on a classical computer where we hope a quantum computer will solve. There are some problems like Bangalore traffic that no computer can solve. So, but we try, right? We aspire to solve these problems. So, as I said, I'm thrilled that quantum was included as a track in the supercomputing conference, because this is a journey that the two communities have to take together for the next decade, right? And we will probably see some other partners also floating in. There are neuromorphic computing, there is reservoir computing, there are all types of people aspiring to join the supercomputing community, and we welcome them wholeheartedly because we keep our enemies closer, right? So thank you all for having quantum computing as part of the Supercomputing India conference. I apologize that I was really not able to make it for most of the days of the conference because, as I said, my time is not my own anymore. But the country has invested in the National Quantum Mission, and part of that are both the quantum computing and the quantum communication verticals, where I'm involved in both. And if people wish to actually engage with us, please do reach out to us. We need more people who understand supercomputing and high-performance computing to engage with us, because the quantum computers of today need your assistance, right? And if we work together, the chances are you may have a free ride back home in Bangalore traffic, all right? Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was Professor Anil Prabhakar. And I would now like to request Dr. Samir Shende to address the audience, please.
First, I would like to thank the organizing committee for placing their trust in me to lead the technical program. For those authors who were fortunate enough to present their work at this premier Supercomputing India conference, hearty congratulations. It is very hard to reach a level of prominence in your field to be able to make the cut for a premier conference like Supercomputing India. To make the selection of these papers without bias from the reviewers, we had a double-blind policy for papers. Authors were not allowed to put their names on the paper or their institution or even acknowledgement for funding. And they did not know the identity of the program committee members, the people who would review the papers. And this allows us to remove the bias that is inherent in some other conferences while selecting papers. And 40 plus people came here and presented their work, and they received thoughtful questions and were able to demonstrate their technical prowess. So hearty congratulations to all the authors of papers. This is a team effort. We cannot do this without a strong team and an international team of experts. I especially thank the 18 track co-chairs from all over the world, experts in their respective fields across 9 different tracks who came together, and the program committee members from all over the world too, who came to review the papers and then help us curate a selection of these papers for our conference. As it was mentioned, it had a 17.6% acceptance rate. So it was very hard to get a paper into this conference. And I would like to thank IEEE Computer Society, who will be publishing these papers in IEEE Explore. So once again, I would like to thank all of you for coming here and making this a big success. And I look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you again.
So that was Dr. Samir Shende, Technical Program Committee Chair of Supercomputing India 2025. We now welcome Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, Additional Registrar at MIT, to deliver his address.
So dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be here at the valedictory ceremony of the Supercomputing India 2025, a landmark event that has brought together the expert researchers, the industry leaders, and aspiring students. So at the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to CDAC, the pioneering institution that has shaped India's supercomputing journey for more than 3 decades. Their leadership in high quantum technologies and national scale digital infrastructure continues to inspire the nation. We are truly honored that MAHE Bangalore, along with MIT, honored that we could serve as the venue partner for this prestigious event. Over the past 4 days, we have witnessed thought-provoking sessions
hands-on demonstrations and discussions, exhibitions that explored the rapidly evolving landscape of supercomputing. From applications in climate modeling, healthcare, cybersecurity, and space research to the emerging fusion of AI and HPC, the insights shared here have been nothing short of transformative. Events like this not only showcase technological possibilities, but also spark new collaborations, new research directions, and new aspirations for the complete community. As a young and rapidly growing campus of MAHE, we are committed to fostering an ecosystem that supports advanced research, innovation, and skill development. Hosting Supercomputing India 2025 has been an enriching experience for our academic community, especially for our students who now have a deeper exposure to state-of-the-art technologies shaping the future of our country. I would like to acknowledge and thank the distinguished speakers, researchers, and participants who traveled various parts of India and abroad to be a part of this event. Your presence, expertise, and enthusiasm have made this conference a resounding success. A special word of gratitude is due to the organizing team from CDAC, as well as the faculty members, staff, and volunteers of MAHE Bangalore campus and IEEE, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure seamless execution of every session. Your efforts have truly reflect a teamwork, coordination, and commitment to excellence. As we bring this inspiring event to a close, I believe the knowledge exchange here will continue to resonate long after we leave this hall. I hope it will lead to a meaningful partnership between CDAC, academia, and industry partnership that strengthen India's capabilities in high-performance computing and contribute to national development. On behalf of MAHE Bangalore campus, I thank CDAC once again for choosing our campus as the venue partner. We look forward to many more opportunities to collaborate and contribute to India's technological advancement. So thank you all, and I wish every participant success in your future endeavor. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. So we will now continue with the felicitation of the dignitaries on the stage. May I request the DG, Shri E. Magesh, to kindly do the honors to the dignitaries on stage. First up is Shri Vishesh Rajaram. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Anil Prabhakar, to Professor Anil Prabhakar. To Dr. Samir Shende. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. To Shri Sita Ramakrishna, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. S.T. Sudarshan, sir, to kindly do the honors to Shri E. Magesh. To Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu. Sir, also to Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu. May I request Dr. Mohammad Misbauddin to kindly do the honors to Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, please. And to Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, please. To Shri Hemant Darbari.
Please stand, sir. Now for all the some video and all those things. Initially, when we start up the DG, I'll tell them to change. Who will do it? DG, Director General will be. Director General will start.
Thank you so much. We will now.
Sanjay Vandekar sir also. Please call Sanjay Vandekar sir from Trust.
I also request Shri Sanjay Vandekar sir onto the stage, please.
We also request our DG sir to felicitate Srimati Eshwari from CDAC Hyderabad, Executive Director CDAC Hyderabad, and Shri Sanjay Vandekar sir from CDAC Pune.
Now we start polling the sponsors one by one. Then we'll ask center heads to give that. Each and every one. Second one.
Now we would like to thank our sponsors and exhibitors who have been very courteous as well as very prompt in sponsoring this event and making this event a big success. We would like to call upon the representative from Keynes Technologies being our diamond sponsor, Mr. Buddhadev. I request DG sir to felicitate Mr. Buddhadev.
Different EDs, center heads, and all those you can come. Okay.
Is he there?
Next.
Dell, Mr. Dilip Nahak as our diamond sponsor.
After 2-3, you change it to ED, then change to other center heads and everything.
Our industry sponsor, Quantum Engineering, Quantrologs, Mr. Vishal Chatrat. Our industry sponsor, Intel, Mr. Girish. Our industry sponsor, Intel. Gold sponsor, HPE, Mr. Shivam Sharma. Prolim, our gold sponsor, Mr. Gaurav Ravindra. A hearty thanks to our venue sponsor, MIT. May I call upon Dr. Dayanand to receive the memento. I thank DG sir for doing the honors. May I now request ED CDAC Bangalore. May I request Dr. Sanjay Vandekar to do the honors now? Our technical co-sponsor IEEE. Any representative from IEEE? Dr. Vishal Rathod. Our R&D sponsor, Applied Materials, Mr. Sachin Patil. Our silver sponsor, MOS Chip, Mr. Venkateshwara Rao Sajja. Cloud sponsor, AWS, Mr. Sujit. Conference talk sponsor, Vast Data, Mr. Shaji. Conference track sponsor, L&T, Mr. Sudarshan Roy. Session sponsor, AS Rock Rack, Mr. Vivian. Workshop and tutorial sponsor, Think Park U, Troy Patterson. Workshop sponsor, DDN, Mr. Akshay Boyer. Session sponsor, VT Vacuum, Ms. Achala. Workshop and tutorial sponsor, Bharat Electronics, Mr. Anil. Another workshop sponsor, Synopsys, Ms. Bharti Sharma. Session sponsor, HCL Tech, Lovelin Pani. Another session sponsor, L&T HPC. Any representative from L&T? Tutorial sponsor, Intel. Workshop sponsor, Fujitsu. Thank you, Dr. Sanjay, sir. May I now request Dr. Hemant Darbari to do the honors? Session sponsor AI, Velankani Software, Mr. Vibhor Iyer. Session sponsor HPC Acceleron, Mr. Prasad. Session sponsor AMI, Mr. Karthik. We all had a gala dinner, so we also had the gala dinner sponsors to sponsor our dinner. Keysight, Mr. Venkat Pulela. Quantinum. Any representative from Quantinum? Pascal, Mr. Roberto. Our cyber resilience partner, DSCI. Do we have Ms. Bhavya here? Any representative from DSCI? Workshop co-sponsor, InfiniPoint Technologies Private Limited, Ms. Rachna. NSM User Meet, CITL, Ms. Pooja Kirtane. Any representative from CITL? Our edu partner, KSRCT, Professor Kumar. Session sponsor, ACICKIF, Dr. B. Subhatra. Association partner, ELCIA, Shiv Yogi V. Bolali. Thank you, Dr. Hemant Darwani. May I now request Dr. Mohammad Misbauddin to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable dignitaries, distinguished speakers, global leaders, innovators, partners, colleagues, and dear friends. As we gather here at the close of the inaugural Supercomputing India 2025, my heart stands full with gratitude, pride, and renewed purpose. Today we are not concluding an event, we are launching a movement. SCI 2025 is where HPC, AI, quantum, semiconductor, cyber security, and future technologies converge, creating new knowledge, new ideas, and new possibilities. And as we embark on this journey of learning, I begin with a prayer that Lord increase our knowledge. Our journey reminds us of a timeless Sanskrit truth, one that perfectly captures what SCI 2025 stands for. I'll try to read this Sanskrit shloka. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayadayati patratam, patratvad dhanam apnoti, dhanad dharmam tatah sukham. For those who don't understand Sanskrit, the translation of it in English is, knowledge gives humility. Humility brings worthiness. Worthiness leads to prosperity, and prosperity enables righteousness, and righteousness leads to true happiness. This conference bringing together HPC, AI, quantum, semiconductors, and cybersecurity has shown us that as our knowledge grows, our humility must deepen. As our capability rises, our responsibility must rise with it. And in the same spirit, it reminds me of a quote that Almighty raises those who believe and those who are granted knowledge by many degrees. This quote tells us that the gift of knowledge is not merely intellectual, it elevates character, it elevates duty, and the collective good. SCI 2025 has elevated us in exactly this way, not only in technology, but in collaboration, community, and shared purpose. My dear friends, from the heart, I would like to share that when this journey began, we were only a handful of people who believed that India needed its own global platform for supercomputing. And this idea initially was coined by the Director General, E. Magesh. Thank you very much, sir, for guiding us. A platform that was accessible, affordable, and world-class. And just like a beautiful Urdu couplet, which I'm going to read now, and I'll translate it. मगर की सफ़र थी हुई से दिलों चंद इब्तिदा गया मिलता हुजूम की चाहत पे मोड़ हर के राह. The journey began with only a few hearts united, yet at every turn a crowd of goodwill kept joining us. From that small beginning, today we stand together with global experts and pioneers, industry leaders and innovators, researchers, students and faculty members, startups, MSMEs, visionaries from HPC, AI, quantum semiconductors and cyber security, and delegations from around the world. SCI 2025 grew into a caravan of knowledge, passion and commitment. As the names of all our supporters run behind me on the screen, I cannot take the name, hundreds of people, they have supported us. I extend on behalf of the entire organizing team our deepest gratitude to our honorable ministers, Secretary, MIT, Additional Secretary, Joint Secretary, Senior MIT, DST, MEA officials and government leaders, partner ministries, departments and our sponsors including VVDN, MIT and many more, international organizations and dignitaries, industry partners, global technology companies and leaders, academia, research institutions, startups, student, faculty, institution managements, speakers, panelists, chairs, exhibitors, and our tirelessly working teams from across CDAC and the broader ecosystem. This historic success belongs to all of you. Message which is there for the future is to have ambition with humility. While SCI 2025 has been extraordinary, this is not the destination. This is only the beginning of a far larger journey, which can be presented in a quote saying that beyond the stars lie greater worlds, and there are still more tests of passion ahead. The message is clear. Yes, SCI 2025 is a success, but our vision must expand, our commitment must deepen, our humility must remain intact. We must move forward with courage, but with feet firmly on the ground. As we move towards next SCI, let us carry three things with us: the shloka's wisdom of humility and righteousness, the elevation that comes from knowledge, the spirit of togetherness and shared journey. Let us keep building, keep learning, keep collaborating, and keep growing this caravan of innovation that India has launched onto the world stage. From the depth of my heart, thank you for your presence, your wisdom, your energy, and your unwavering support. See you at the next edition of SCI, stronger, larger, and soaring to the next horizon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for those very inspiring words. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the valedictory function of SCI 2025. Every end is also a beginning for a bigger, brighter journey and future towards the future. On that note, we conclude by presenting a wonderful song that has motivated and inspired generations of Indians to never give up and aim for the stars, and as Sir said, to worlds that are there beyond the stars. So, request you to play the song, please.
हम होंगे
On behalf of the entire organizing committee, thank you to each one of you for being a part of this remarkable celebration of science, supercomputing, and innovation. Okay, please rise for the national anthem.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you so much. Please do join us for high tea that is being served outside. Thank you.